So are you tired of feeling overwhelmed by your schedule? Do you struggle to prioritize tasks and manage your time effectively? Well, the Chronodex method may be the solution you're looking for. So in today's video, we're going to talk about it. I'm going to share with you what the Chronodex method of planning is. I'm going to share with you some benefits of it and then a step-by-step guide to the Chronodex method. But first, if you're new here, I really do hope that you'll consider subscribing to my channel, like and comment below. That really helps me with the algorithm. And of course, as always, I read each and every comment. So let's get into it. All right, you guys, so I'm going to test the Chronodex method for you. We have inserts in our shop that are specifically designed for the Chronodex method of planning. And on my channel here throughout the months to come, I'm going to be sharing with you some different planner techniques that maybe you haven't thought of before, and just a different viewpoint in terms of how to plan and to look at things a little bit differently, especially if you feel stuck and you feel like what you're doing now isn't working. Okay, so first, what is the Chronodex method of planning? This is a unique way of planning and organizing your day, and it was developed by Patrick Ng. Y'all, I'm sure I'm saying that wrong, but it's Patrick and then an N and then a G. Okay, so y'all correct me if I'm wrong. And basically what it does is it involves creating a visual representation of your schedule using a circular format with each hour of the day represented by a separate section. So again, as I mentioned earlier, we have specific inserts in our shop that are designed for the Chronodex method of planning, okay? So you could do one of two things. You could either grab these inserts. I'm sure you can find a printable website if you want to print them at home. We may have these in the shop as a printable. You could also just grab a sheet of notebook paper, and we're going to do something similar, or you rather, because I have these inserts, but you're going to do something similar to this. So we're going to break it down and we're going to plan our day out and we're going to see if it helps. So here are some benefits of the Chronodex method. One of the biggest benefits of the Chronodex method is that it helps you visualize your schedule in a way that's easy to understand and follow. And that's going to make it easier to prioritize your tasks and to see how much time you have available to complete those tasks. So I'm going to grab this page out of my planner, and we are going to plan our day using the Chronodex method. So you're going to, again, need inserts, and then you're going to need your favorite highlighters. So you first want to gather all of your materials. A notebook will do just fine if you just want to just write it in all on your own, or a planner, again, or inserts like this. And you're going to need to make your circular format on the inserts or the notebook, that whatever you choose. If it's blank and it doesn't have all of this already outlined for you, you're going to need to draw this circle here. That's why these inserts are so beneficial, because they already have the circle for you, and it just saves you a little bit of time. Of course, all of our inserts come with 8 sheets, so this is already done for you. So again, gather your materials, notebook, planner, fill paper, and then you're also going to need a pen, and then you're going to need some highlighters or markers. I lean towards these Sharpie markers, so I've got a ton of them, and they kind of are highlighters as well, so they're not going to cover too much over the existing wording. You'll still be able to see it. So after you've done step number 1, again, which is to gather your materials, we're going to move on to step 2. Now, I don't have to do step 2 again because we have these inserts, but I want to share with you how to do this Chronodex method if you don't have inserts like this and you're just kind of creating it from scratch. So step number 2 is that you're going to draw the equal sections in your planner. We already talked about this. This is going to be all of your sections. And so you want to draw each of the 12 sections that's going to represent a 12-hour day. And then you're going to label each section with the hour. Okay, again, we don't have to do that. Okay, all right, and then moving on to step number 3 is to assign a color code to each type of activity. So like appointments, tasks, free time, and this is going to make it easier to see your schedule at a glance. Okay, so I'm going to figure out what my colors are going to be and what each color is going to represent. All right, and I'm not going to do too many colors because I don't want to be all over the place. It's going to be a lot if I do too much, okay? So we're going to choose some probably neutral colors because that's what I typically lean towards. So this is going to be for spiritual. Okay, this is going to be for errands. All right, this is going to be for work. Okay, and then this is going to be for family time. I want to pick colors, y'all, that go well together. Family time. Okay, and then this is going to be for cleaning and like home tasks. Let's see, y'all. Let's do this one. Okay, and then relaxation will be in this color. All right. All right, so I can put the rest of these away. All right, so step number 4, this is the fun part. So what we're gonna start to do is fill in our schedule for the day using the color code to distinguish between different types of activities, okay? So we wanna be realistic of how we allocate our time, and we don't wanna overbook ourselves, okay? So let's go ahead and start that part of the process. And what I like to do is I like to work on this first, and then I'm gonna come down to the today's plan so that way I can see 2 different types of views, and this will be a more detailed view, okay? All right, we wanna first fill in our times of the day. Remember, we have our little clock here, and actually with our Chronodex, it's gonna represent a full 24 hours. So you could do that, or you could represent 12 hours like I mentioned earlier, okay? These little bitty dots here represent 10-minute intervals, okay? And then this bigger one here represents an hour, and then this one here represents 3 hours, okay? You don't have to write anything in the middle unless you want to. And so let's go, y'all, let's go. All right, so let's see what we want each thing to represent. All right, and you guys, I can change the colors that represent each thing. I'm just gonna pick up one and go, as opposed to trying to overthink it. All right, the first thing that I do in the morning is I like to do my spiritual things. So that would consist of doing my daily text and scripture reading. All right, so we want to put that in the first window from 7 to 8. And then also my morning chores can be done from 7 to 8 as well. So that's gonna be 2 different colors. All right, 7 to 8. So we can do the 10-minute intervals, we can do the 30-minute, the 60-minute intervals, or this one, whichever one makes sense. But I'm gonna do the hour interval because that's what makes sense. And I have 2 spots or 2 different things that are gonna be there. So I'm actually gonna need to use both. And so that way I could show, you know, this color for my daily text and Bible reading, and then I can show the other color for my morning chores. Okay, so all you do is just take it and fill it right on in. Okay, and I'm just gonna do a little bit for the daily text and Bible reading, maybe 20 minutes, because I don't need a full 60 minutes. Okay, so you see how that works? And then we're gonna come here and we're going to do just a small line, okay? Because this goes by the hour. So I don't need to do from 7 to 8. I can just do a small little, just to represent that it's a shorter period of time, okay? All right, so this is for spiritual. All right, we should remember that, but we are also gonna write it in. So it might be a good idea to do these 2 things simultaneously. So that way you can know what each thing represents and you won't forget. Okay, so Bible read. All right, and then we need to do our morning chores. So we're going to do that in this pink color. Okay, and morning chores will probably take a little bit more time. So we'll give ourselves 30 minutes. So we're, again, not going to fulfill the whole line because it's just 30 minutes. So I'm going to say since I said 20 minutes here, we'll say 7 to 7:30 for Bible reading, and then 7:30 to 8. All right, so let's fill in one more slot for this, because remember, this is 60 minutes, these little lines. And I hope you understand what I mean when I say that. Okay, so as you see, I hope you can see, each one of these little boxes here represents 10 minutes. So 10, 20, 30, wait, I'm sorry, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and then the 60 is at the 6. Okay, y'all? So that way, so when you're highlighting each of the boxes, you want to make sure that you only take the amount of space that you need. All right? Yeah. Okay. I hope that made sense, y'all. Okay. So let's keep moving forward with what we were doing. So again, we sang 30 minutes for our Bible reading. And I actually went into the 50-ish zone, which is okay. Okay, and then remember our cleaning, morning chores, laundry, tidying up, quick tidy up should take no more than 30 minutes. Okay, and we want to write that in. And you could write this way if you want to give you more space, or you can write this way and abbreviate like I'm going to do. By the way, the pen that I'm using is available in our shop. It's the Sharpie Roller 07. I love this pen, you guys. It writes so smooth, and it's my favorite, one of my favorites. Okay, so this is what I'm doing between the hours of 7, and actually I should have put the pink on this side of it so I can know that this is done first and this is done second, but it's okay. I'm not going to be a stickler. All right, so we know what we're doing for the between 7 and 8. You see how simple that is? All right, so now we're going to move on to the next hour of the day to see what we'll be doing during that time. And typically for me, that is errands. Okay, so we'll do gray for errands. And then also, if I don't have any errands that day, I'll do my ministry. Okay, so 8 to 9 would be considered errands. No, 8 to 10. Give myself a little more time. And then if I'm doing my ministry, which again, remember is in brown, then that is going to be from 9 to 12. All right, so now we have to remember to signify these things on the circle here. So this is, again, is a representation of where our time is going and how we're looking for the day, okay? So let's do 8 to 9. So 8 to 9, and I'm gonna fill in the hour slot since I don't need the little 10-minute intervals. We'll do the full hour slot. 8 to 9. Okay. And you guys, this shouldn't take that long. I'm just talking you through the process, so it may appear like it takes longer than it should, but it doesn't, okay? And then 9 to 12, 9, oh, actually, I'm sorry, 8 to 10 would be the errands. Only if I have them. Okay, and then 9. See, you see why these different slots come in handy for you to be able to get some different time frames here. 9 to 12. All right, so this is errands, and then this is ministry. Okay, moving right along. All right, so what color do I want for work? We'll do, I feel like I need to throw a different color in here, you guys. I don't want it to look so muted. What if we do like a teal? No. What if we do like a purple? Let's try the purple to take the place of this color, just to add a little more depth, okay? So you can see the different colors. All right, so this is gonna be my work window. 12 to 4. 3 preferably. We'll do 12 to 4. Okay, and then we wanna come over here and do 12 to 4. Okay, 12 to 4 is my work window. Work and social media. Okay, you kind of get the gist of how this works. All right, then from 4 to 5:30, Yeah, 4, no, I'll do 4 to 5. 4 to 5 is family time. Okay, I feel like, is this color gonna look too similar to that color, you guys? Now I'm questioning my life decisions. Okay, let's get a blue. I feel like that is going to be too close to the other color. Okay, and let's actually do this one first. All right, so we said 4. And if you have other tasks within this window, you can break them down too, but you don't want to do too much. You know that this is your work and social window, and you're going to break down other things in different areas, okay? All right, so 4 to 5 we said. All right, and we want to highlight that here, 4 to 5. And then I also want to do a little cleaning. So that is the blue color. All right. Oh, no, I'm sorry. What am I talking about? That's the pink color. We already decided that. But first, let's make sure, oh, we did put the family time there. Okay, so cleaning. I want to just do a little bit from an hour. It shouldn't take me, it doesn't take me that long. If I do a little bit every day, it really helps. All right, so let's do 5 to 6 is cleaning. And then 6 to 7 is dinner prep. Okay, so this was something that I didn't know if I wanted to do, if I wanted to add another color to the mix. And I suppose I will. I will add another color to signify that is a little bit different than all of the other colors, because it's, I don't know, meal prep is different. So we'll just get a different color just to represent that. But first, let's do 5 to 6 in pink, more chores, more cleaning. All right, and then we're doing 6 to 7 dinner, meal prep, and all that good stuff. All right, and just so you know, there are other things that do during these windows, like I mentioned before. So this is just on a surface level, okay? So 6 to 7. All right, and then write it in, dinner. Okay, and then if I do everything according to this plan, which doesn't always work, then I can relax, okay? And so I like for that to be anytime after 7, if possible, but usually there's some sort of extracurricular activity going on. Okay, and depending on the day of the week, you guys, Addison has extracurricular activities. This is just for a specific day that doesn't have extracurricular activities. This is just a free day. We don't have anything ministry-wise, nothing. I mean, I may, you know, because I typically try to go out as often as I can. Don't have any meetings, religious meetings to go to or anything like that. It's just a simple, typical day for us, okay? And so if possible, I would like to relax from 7 and onward. Does that make sense? Okay, so then we would do, the relaxing time would be all the way up till the next day. You know what I mean? So you'd like, that includes your sleep and all of that stuff. All right, so the blue would extend all the way from here to there. All right, so that's how that would look. So I write in relax. And that's how the schedule would look, you guys, in terms of the color coding part of that, okay? All right, so there are a couple of other things that we want to do, okay? First and foremost, we want to do the date. So you could do this section first and then come down and do the color coding part, or you can do this section after you do the color coding part, which is what we're gonna do. You can do anything that you want. Okay, and so we want to go ahead and put in the date. See how good that pen writes, y'all? And then we want to put our goal for the day. Okay, so or you could do a quote or anything like that that is going to motivate you. All right, so mine is going to be to focus on spiritual things. Okay, and spend time with the family and work less. Which is my problem. So we'll do less work. Okay, and What else, you guys? Oh, and eat healthy, because I am doing keto. So do the best I can. And work out, even if it's just a little bit. Okay, so those are my daily goals for today. Remember, this is just for the day, all right? Okay, so now we want to break down our tasks, okay? What do we actually want to do today? All right, so we want to post to social media. Okay, of course, we want to prepare for the meeting. All right, we also want to schedule a doctor's appointment for Addison. Okay, I need to pick up a prescription. And remember which window certain tasks are going to be done in. You could also take your highlighter if you want. You can color code these sections so that you know which part of your day that this particular task is designed for, okay? And then Addison needs to study for her test. All right, I need to order some groceries. All right. So that, I believe, is all that I need to do today. Oh, I need to buy some concert tickets. All right, I want to turn in my Pioneer application. Okay. And so that is it, everything that I can think of in terms of tasks for today. These aren't like habits or anything like that. These are just tasks that you know you need to do just to break things down a little bit further. Okay, my urgent things. All right. Today I need to do Bible reading. And of course we did write that there, but that for me is urgent. It's not really urgent, but it's important. Okay. And I want to make sure that I study with Addison. Okay, and then I'm going to add the urgent things. I just added a few urgent things, or just important things, because Bible reading isn't urgent, studying with Addison isn't urgent, working on my ebook isn't urgent necessarily, but they're important things that I want to do. Okay, and if you guys don't know, by the way, we do have an ebook, or I do have an ebook that I released recently on meal planning. It's like a 52 or 56 page ebook, and it has 4 printables included. It's pretty epic that I was able to create an ebook, you guys. So that is available on my At Home with Keita site. The link is below, shop.athomewithkeita.com. Among other things, we are going to load that web page up, which is separate from Fancy Plans Co. These are available on Fancy Plans Co. But that website is going to be a place where you can go to find all things home related, lots of digital products, ebooks, all types of things that will help you to better manage your home. So the ebook is located there. But again, these are on our main site, Fancy Plans Co. Just FYI. Okay, so again, I'm just writing in some urgent things that I want to do. The next ebook that I'm releasing is a productivity ebook. So it's going to help you to be able to kill it at being productive. Okay, so I'm really excited about that. All right, so next thing that I'm trying to think if I need to do that's urgent today, can't think of anything else. Okay, so we have our today's tasks done. We have our urgent items done. Now you have a spot here that you can do your meal plan for breakfast, lunch, dinners, and snacks. Okay, so breakfast, I just had coffee, keto style, of course. Lunch, I'm gonna have keto pizza, which is so good, by the way. I did a reel on my channel if you want to see how I do that. For dinner, I'm doing a keto casserole. And for snacks, I don't typically have a snack, but if I do, it's going to be a yogurt parfait. Okay, then we move on to health and fitness. For health and fitness today, I really want to walk in my neighborhood. I want to try to do 5,000 steps if possible. Okay, I want to take my vitamins. And I don't want to go to the gym. I'm going to just walk in my neighborhood because I don't have time to go to the gym. All right, so that's how the health and fitness section works. So you're pretty much planning for every part of your day. That's why I love these inserts. Okay, then let's write a grateful thought or a quote here. I love this section too because it just really has you thinking and it really motivates you, okay? So I'm gonna write this in. It says, small steps in the right direction can turn out to be the biggest step of your life. Okay, I love that. So let's write that in. Okay, that just gives us a little bit of motivation. Okay, so tomorrow is Thursday for me. So I want to start to think about things that are coming up tomorrow so that I can prep for them in the tomorrow's tasks section. So Thursday is our family worship. So I'm going to do fam worship just so I can get in mind what I may need to prep for that. And I like to just use the section over here to write exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, and then there's a Zoom ministry that I might go on. Depends, because it kind of puts me, I mean, there's a lot going on if I do both. We have to do the family worship, of course, but that could be a lot. But I want to write it in just so I have it in my head because I do have it on my schedule as well. Okay, what else do I have going on tomorrow? I'm also, you guys, looking at my schedule. I do have my planner right here, just in case you didn't know. So I could see what I have going on, and that helped me to plan all of this. So I just look at my monthly view, and that tells me kind of like what I have going on, and that'll help me to better plan certain things, okay? So tomorrow, let's see, remember, I guess, all right, so don't really have much going on tomorrow, you guys. Yeah, I don't really have anything going on tomorrow. We are going out of town soon, so I do need to prep for that, but I don't want to put that there. I'm going to put that here. Okay, because I do need to start prepping for that. Oh, I also need to braid Addison's hair. And I want to do that today. Actually, I'm going to twist her hair. Okay, you guys. Do you see how beautiful that is? Do you see how this could really help you to be able to see where your time is going and to kind of see, you know, how your day is structured with colors? Okay, you can also, if you create this page on your own and you have a margin section, you can use that for notes, reminders, and to-do lists, and that's going to help you to keep organized and on track throughout your day. But again, since we have this already built into the insert, you don't need a margin because this is all that information that you will put on your margin. Okay, so this is awesome. This is so awesome. And so as you can see, every part of our day is planned for. It's color coded so we know which part of our life it pertains to. We've got notes there. We've got our meal plan there. We got it all together, or at least we look like we do. Okay, now one thing that you want to keep in mind is that you want to be flexible with your schedule. While it's important to have a plan, of course you want to be open to changes and adjustments, as you know life can be unpredictable. Also, it's important to take breaks throughout the day, y'all. So allocating time for rest, as you see that I did, it is important. It's just as important as completing tasks and appointments, all right? Also, set aside time for self-care activities like exercise, reading, and hobbies, okay? Exercise, reading, and any hobbies you have going on, of course, and that's gonna help to keep you refreshed and energized. And then also, you guys, finally, is use this as a tool for reflection and growth. So take time at the end of each day to reflect on your accomplishments and what areas you may need to improve in. And remember to be kind to yourself, okay? Life can be busy and stressful, but it's important to take time for yourself and to focus on self-care. That's super important. So the Chronodex method is meant to help you to find the balance, not to add more stress. Okay, so this is how I would use the Chronodex method for daily planning, and it really does help to be able to visualize things. So if you find that your planning is not working for whatever reason, you're using a layout that's just not working for you, this may be the tool that you need. So the front looks exactly the same as the back, so we can move on to the next day and plan the same way. Don't stress about the colors and doing all the fancy things. If you just want to use this bottom part, feel free to do that. If you don't want to color code, you just want to omit this part and just write it in here with no colors, you can do that. But I suggest using this exactly as it is intended to be used, so that way you can fully see if it works for you, and give it a couple of days. Don't just do one day and say, ah, that's too much to do. Really give it a full effort, and then be again in tune with, you know, how this really helped you. Or if it didn't help you, then of course we don't want to use it. But again, you want to make sure that you are reflecting and you're trying to see if this is really a tool that's going to help you to improve. Okay? Yes, y'all. So Chronodex method is awesome. So the Chronodex method is a simple and effective way to manage your time and prioritize tasks by breaking down your day into manageable sections. You can get a clear understanding of your schedule and make the most of each hour. So whether you're a busy professional, a student, a stay-at-home mom, the Chronodex method can help you to stay organized, reduce stress, and achieve your goals. So I'm just going to pop this in my planner. And that way I have it and I can use it as a productivity tool to really help me to make sure that I have an idea of what needs to be done so that I stay productive, you guys. All right, so that is it for this video, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll give me a thumbs up. I hope that you will consider subscribing to my channel if you're new here. Any comments and likes that you give on the video, of course, help me in the algorithm. So I really hope that you'll engage with this video. Comment below. Let me know if you've tried this method. Share your tips and tricks with us all so that we can all continue in this whole personal development and growth thing we're trying to do in life, okay? So I hope that you guys will stop back by and catch another video, in which case I'll see you guys then.